Welcome to Zero Hero, a short video blog from HBA Encompass aimed to make your Zero journey easier. Please note that all the slides today have been created from existing Zero training videos. Zero has rapidly changed in the past few years, so sometimes the pictures that are used are old screenshots or overseas versions. Where possible, each session is followed up by a live demonstration. If you have any queries regarding any content delivered today, feel free to contact me via email, victoria@hbaencompass.com.au or phone 0754 44 7094. Welcome to importing contacts, archiving contacts and merging contacts.
So let's have a look at importing customers. So if you have a list of customers and suppliers from an old bank account or an old accounting system such as MYOB or QuickBooks, or you have them in a CRM system or something totally separate, you can actually import them into Xero, which means particularly when you're starting off, you don't have to go through and retype them all because that could be pretty time consuming. To create a contact, you can create it when you enter a transaction, or you can go to the contacts button at the top of your screen and manually add them. That obviously takes time. You can also import them, as we said. So when you go to your contact screen, there's an import button. If you click on that, it'll have a step 1 and you can actually download a template file. And again, that'll be a CSV file because that's what Xero uses to import export. And then you can just export them from your other system and cut and paste them into here. Anything with an asterisk you need to keep. Anything without an asterisk you don't need to put anything in that column if you don't want to, but don't change the column headings. So you use their template, do what you need to do, save it, and then we click on Browse, find it and import it the same as we were doing with the CSV file before. So a very good way of getting bulk contacts into your Xero. You can also archive contacts in the same screen, so it's just a matter of clicking on them and hitting the archive button. It does double check that you want to archive them just so you don't accidentally archive people. If they are archived, you can unarchive them, if there's such a word, and it's a matter of going into the archive once ticking and it'll have a button there, it'll say just to unarchive them. The other thing you can do is you can merge contacts together, and that's really handy if you've typed in the name differently to what it might be last time, or you've got 2 or 3 different contacts for the same person, which happens from time to time. Different businesses, one might be the company name, one's the business name, one's his name, particularly if you've got different people entering your data. And that's really simple, and it's just a matter of the same thing that we click on the ones we want to merge, or these ones here, and we hit merge. It will obviously ask you questions. Do you want to merge it? And you say yes. You can also unmerge it, the same as you can unarchive things. Contacts, we can import contacts, as we mentioned before. We can download the template, and exactly the same process to bring it in. I'm not going to go too much detail for that because I think actually putting information in CSV is probably a little bit boring. What we can do though is we can go through and we can merge some clients. So we might find that Heritage Trust and Gateway Motors is the same person. We can merge them. We want to keep it all as Gateway Motors. So what happens there is that Bayside Club's got all those details, but the ones that we have disappeared. If we go back to Bayside Club, it will actually tell us down here in the history that we merge them, so that if you never need to go back and find out what you did, it's always done in the history. What I'm going to do is just archive one and show you that one. So we'll archive 1, 2, 3 columns, and so then you can look at who's archived. And if for some reason you really did want to separate these ones back out, we can click into them and we can restore the contact. So if you do accidentally merge two that you don't want to merge, you can unmerge them, or if you archive them and want to unarchive them or restore them, you can do. People that aren't dealing with you anymore is a good way to archive them, or if you just want to clean up your database of the people that are there so that you're not looking at a huge long list of names. Probably the merge feature's going to be used more often, where you've got different names for the same person in an actual archive. You might find someone's gone out of business, so you can archive them so they just don't show up anymore. My name's Victoria Berry. I'm one of the directors of HBA Encompass. So if you need to contact me, my email address is victoria@hbaencompass.com.au, or of course our phone number is 0754 44 7094. Thanks for listening.